What is up, YouTube? Hello, Party Parrots. Today, I'm bringing you guys the deck that I use to climb the infinite ladder and hit infinite. This is Dark Ronan, or Darkhawk Ronan the Accuser deck that seems so well positioned in the meta. Now, it took me a bit longer to hit infinite than normal, not because I wasn't playing, but because the first week of the season, I was playing so much Sanctum Showdown. I really wanted to maximize my charms, so I eventually came back to it. Usually, I do it in the first week, but it took me a couple more days. And this was the list I used, and I loved it. What this deck is doing, I think it's so good in the meta, is it's really built around Darkhawk and Ronan. And Darkhawk and Ronan have existed previously, right? Darkhawk and Ronan has a deck that has appeared sometimes, but has kind of fallen to the wayside. But Gorgon, I think, has really brought back the power of this deck. And Gorgon being able to work with the cards that this deck's working, but also proactively to attack some of the most commonly played cards felt amazing. What's Gorgon doing? He is a 2/3 with the ongoing ability your opponent's created cards, so cards from Airship, cards from Iron Patriot, cards from Agamotto. These cards cost one more. That is so debilitating to an Airship deck, or an Agamotto deck, or a Iron Patriot. I mean, if they, are really playing around with Isan, all of these cards, Kate Bishop, turn those arrows into two. He is so good right now. I've seen decks that have absolutely no synergy with him playing him right now. But this deck doesn't have no synergy with him. No, this deck has a ton of synergy because he is going to keep cards that we generate for our opponent, give them one more, like Master Mold, making Sentinels. One of the big problems with Master Mold is Sentinels, they're not good, but they're not terrible. Sometimes you can just fit them into your curve. But when they're 3/3s with that on reveal and growing your Ronin, they are a lot worse. Same thing with the rocks. One of the problems with Darkhawk and Ronan the Accuser is the rocks made by Rock Slide or Korg. You play with those rocks, and then they can just play them out. And if you don't draw Darkhawk, if instead you end up on the Ronin plan, well, they have just 1/0s that make your Ronin cheaper or smaller. But when you have Gorgon, now they're 2/0s. No one wants to play that. And my absolute favorite combo, if you can go like Korg into Gorgon, and then you drop Black Widow. When you activate that, Widow's Bite will not be a 0 -1. It will be a 1 -1. That means they actually have to work it into their curve to not miss out on drawing 2 cards. There were multiple games where my opponents was just like, I cannot play out this Widow's Bite. And you're gonna see that in the gameplay, but it felt so nice. Iceman is just even more disruption, right? If we don't have Gorgon, Iceman a Sentinel, Iceman a Rock, just hit them as hard as you possibly can, especially when they're playing like Airship. Gorgon comes in, gives everything +1. Iceman, you can just rip your opponents apart. Grandmaster, copy our Rock Slide, copy our Korgs, our Master Mold, wherever we end up going. And then Cassandra Nova, super great. Just a great card against Airship and Agamotto and Thanos if your opponents have more cards in their deck. If you're putting cards like rocks, she can get even bigger. You don't need to feel bad about playing like Black Widow into Rock Slide and then dropping Cassandra Nova. She's still going to be like 5 or 6 power, and you're disrupting your opponent so much. So she's super key in this. Mystique is another way to get a Darkhawk or Ronin. Play one of these on 5, then turn 6, you Mystique and play a Cassandra Nova or a Grandmaster to hit your Rock Slide. Just really great options. Plus, Shang-Chi. I mean, this deck is doing a lot, and one thing that I really want to emphasize with this deck is you are kind of proactively disrupting, right? This deck is all built around the Iceman effect. So if you Iceman and then you Korg and then you Rock Slide and then Grandmaster the Rock Slide. Like, you don't actually know how disruptive you're being to your opponent. But if they play like a 5/13 Agamotto down, well, you need to deal with that with Shang-Chi. But a lot of times you can be like, that Hela deck might not have drawn their Hela. That Agamotto deck might not have drawn their Winds of Watum or Images of Icon that they were planning on using to win a lane that they were clearly losing. So super proactively disruptive. Like I said, I use this to hit infinite. I had a ton of fun with this. If you guys are looking for a Darkhawk, looking for a Ronin list, or just like Gorgon, I would absolutely use this deck. Had a ton of fun on the climb. I'm not going to hold this up any longer though. Let's get into some gameplay. Nowhere. Well, at least it's not middle, so that doesn't turn off our... That's a great place to stick it. Stick that. Ooh! Do I not want to play Master Mold? I think I want to wait. Just play Korg. And we'll play Cassandra Nova.
Hey, you found a rook.
I feel like I want to snap here. Great web. Is it great though? Let's wait. If we draw another rock, we might actually be in trouble. Okay, Red Guardian doesn't matter at all. We have a giant Cassandra Nova though. Didn't pull the armor, which... Oh, yeah. Well, I guess we're playing Master Mold. This... And of course we have priority now. And of course it didn't pull the armor, so we can be shanged. Okay, we don't get shanged at least. Starbrand. And a rock. Okay, armor, nice. We're protected. You don't have... Oh my god, no! They have more rocks than us. Please. We can't even shang it. I would probably just... Well, it is adding us a lot of power here. Darkhawk's pretty nice. Oh my god, please pull the... Yes! Oh, thank you, and thank you. Oh, I'll take that. Just a quick little 16 power for us. 4 more power right. Okay, there's the Enchantress there. So they do win right, but not enough. Woo! We got him. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Yeah, it's like... Yeah, it's like there's just games where you're like, well, definitely not going to be doing anything against what they're doing. But also... And also, like, the games where you draw Sauron felt really good. The other games, not so much, but... Alright, we're going to get this Black Widow down, then Rock Slide, then Cassandra Nova.
I definitely need to change my
They had the turn 1 Deadpool. Nothing we can do about that, but we can take them off some draws. Oh, if that hit Deadpool. I mean, obviously it hit Deadpool, but that's pretty good for them. Magic. Okay, so taking them off draws here will be really good because they're probably up to some kind of shenanigans. Shenanigans. I'm gonna play the Rock Slide here in case we draw a Grandmaster. We can go like Grandmaster Cassandra. Okay, glad to be there you go. What was I just saying? And then we could play Ronan and then Mystique. Hey, it's okay. Put some more rocks in their deck. We don't have the Gorgon, though, which would be really good against what they're doing. Okay, they have 1 card in hand. Deadpool. Killmonger. Okay, so they have a 1/8 Deadpool. Have to keep that in mind. Nico turns... Wow, Nico on... Okay, so they have a 1/8 Deadpool in hand. We can play this. That was a really good hit for our opponent, but... No. Zola. Shang means we win middle. And then I think we can win... Right? Well, we do this. Actually, is Mystique any amount of power? Probably not. This wins us middle. There's the rock. All right. Mystique was literally 0 power, but hey,
Power must be
we got there. Man, they even had the Knoll and the Arnim Zola with all the rocks we put in their deck, but
Hey man, I'm cook.
looks like they're playing. Yep, they are playing. Hella. We can play Master Mold. Gorgon would definitely be a good draw here, but they don't really want to play these out either because they kind of need. Space. Oh, well, I guess that fixes that problem for him. Rock Slide's really good here, though. There's a rock and a sentinel. Yeah, see, like, this would be... They would not be playing this out if, But we can play this. And then we'll Ronan. This feels really good. They lost a draw. We're putting 2 more rocks in their deck. Two more rocks. It is very much a shame that they got to ignore all of that, but let's do this. And then do I want... Probably need Darkhawk, right? Even with an extra turn. This hits Rock Slide, we're really good. Yeah! Oh, man. If this is Blink, it's not going to work, so it's probably Jubilee, yeah. Nice! Alright, well, guess we're playing Ronan here. Still haven't seen Darkhawk since we switched to our Darkhawk list. We know 2 of the cards in their hand are Sentinels. Oh my god, they drew Hella? They have... Okay. But we're fine? Are we? Oh my god, now it's just a 50-50 if they have... How much... what did it do? +2 card. I think we have to go up 7 here. And then this wins us right, and we should be good. Yeah. They have to play left. We're winning middle. We're winning right. Well, we know they have 2 Sentinels in their hand. Nice. Nice. Oh my god. We got there. The Hella deck with 6 cards still in their deck. We filled them with what, 5 rocks? But we beat them. To play into Krakoa and having a lot. Or we could just drop... If we drop Cassandra Nova, I'll probably play that. Left. But is it worth it? To play Cassandra... Well, I'm definitely going to do this now. And now I'm definitely going to play Rock Slide. Wow, they had their own Cassandra Nova. Fair enough. Actually, where is the... Yeah. Gorgon will be at least a little bit disruptive. And then we'll have to decide if we're playing against... I'm afraid of that. I'm honestly afraid of that now. So we probably just play Darkhawk, right? I mean, we put 4 rocks in their deck. I don't think I can play around Shang-Chi. Oh, this was created by Iron Patriot. That's a good one. That's a good one for them. But... yeah, and then we'll just play Mystique. Oh, they have their own Darkhawk?
Hey, man.
Are they playing the same list as us? Seems like it. We have priority though, so... Hey, we got there! Okay, I was gonna play Master Mold and Rock left. Guarantee that the Mystico's middle.